What is up, folks? You know what it is. It is about that time. It is about that prime. It is prime time. I'm so excited for today's show. And man, oh man, we are in for such an amazing time. With me, we've got such an amazing guest speaker, and he is one of the co-founders of Mapha. And Mapha is doing such an incredible work, and it's such a successful business that we find ourselves in our nation. And I know that they have great goals in order to just expand their impact and really make a difference in what they are doing. So I want you, Primetime family, to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Tshidiso.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
That was a lovely intro, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You flatter me.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. We're trying, man. We're trying. No, we needed to, I know there's much more, but we just had to keep it, short and sweet, short and sweet and just welcome you, man. But how are you doing, man? Are you doing all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
No, I'm awesome, man. I'm doing good. Doing good. I see that you got the drip on and you're ready to go. And
it's summertime, man.
Hey,
listen.
listen.
We're in Africa. It's Africa specifically.
Okay.
And I feel like when you inspire that type of culture in your company, relaxed. Everybody must feel at home.
Of course.
It really helps build a lasting company culture, I think.
Definitely, man. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining the show.
Of course.
It's been long overdue.
It is.
It's been long overdue. But really, man, I don't take this for granted at all. Really appreciate your time and your investment, and it's truly it's truly meaningful for you to be here and just to share your knowledge, to share your experience, and to just share what you have accomplished, and it being for free, for free, just for people to be impacted, for people to learn, and for people to just reach another level of prime time. We're just here to just learn, to absorb from you guys and stuff.
Okay.
And man, we're in for such a great show,
Exciting things.
Let's go, man. But before we get into it, I'm sure people are dying to know just your background, man. Tell us a bit about your background. Who is Tshidiso outside of Mapha, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, so Peter's giving me a great intro. So you guys must know this guy. This guy is fantastic at what he does. But I'm Tshidiso. I am a co-founder at Mapha, a serial entrepreneur. I've been running companies for the past 10 years.
Wow.
Right. I started my first company in high school. We used to sell merchandise. We used to dance at shows, curate shows ourselves. So entrepreneurship is not a new thing to me. When I got to varsity, I started a management consulting firm with a bunch of other superstar university students. We got a bit of help from German consultants as well. And we were pegged with McKinsey, and quite a few other consulting firms, global management consulting firms. So we did quite a few projects for them. And then coming straight out of varsity, I actually did data science for quite a bit. I think it was important to before you're going to start a tech company, you want to get up to speed with what's going on. So I did that for quite a bit, and then my first startup really was a payments-based startup. It was a software point of sale, and I think when we did Mapha, I'd probably been building that for about a year, and the timing was just perfect, really. And the need in the market was there. So that's a bit of background around me. I've been doing this quite a long time. But I still feel like I'm in the infancy of it all. Every day you learn new things. It's exciting. Obviously there's stress and all that stuff, but besides that, it's really energizing.
Yes. Oh man, that's really awesome, man. That's really awesome. I believe as an entrepreneur, you can never feel like you've made it.
No. No. I'm ever curious. You have to be consistently curious. Every day, you wanna keep learning. I think the minute you stop learning, you start dying, right? So as entrepreneurs, your main goal really is to learn and then take whatever knowledge you have and implement it in a way that society can use it efficiently. And I think that's where the hard part is, that efficiency,
Yes.
creating something that a child can use. Obviously, to you, it's intuitive. You understand it. You know the nitty-gritties. But if you want to get people to use it, you have to treat people like kids, man. You know, when people learn, they need time to like adapt to things, and that's why with Mapha, we decided to target a segment of the market that no one is really tapping into, and it's because of that learning portion. You have to alter behavior. We're introducing, and I think when we get into what Mapha does and all, you'll understand. But we're introducing a new service to a new market. You know, it's an informal market. The technology there is still in its infancy. You know, so we have to be patient with our customers, and but the challenge is good. It's exciting.
Love that, man. Love that. Awesome. Yeah, and I guess man. Let's get into it. Let's get into Mapha. And for all those who are curious, tell us about what does Mapha mean. You know, what does actually Mapha mean? I have my own definition, but you tell us. So you tell us exactly what Mapha means. It's very, very actually significant.
Yeah, I mean, it's colloquial terms that we use growing up. You know, Mapha is literally, can I have some? I think that's the most direct translation you can get, right? And I mean, in primary school, like, you know, someone eating something, you're like, Mapha.
Yes, we still do it today.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's like, you know, Mapha kakopa, you know. So it's 100% South African.
Love that.
We want to keep that essence of where we come from in everything we do. You know, we're literally shipping South Africa to the world, and we're going to keep that in our name forever.
Awesome. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what does Mapha do?
So Mapha is a last mile delivery service. We service mainly businesses in peri-urban and township areas, okay? And the whole idea behind it really is to help businesses get their goods out to customers beyond their immediate locality, okay? So if a business is servicing 5 kilometer radius, for example, we want to help them expand 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and all of this we do on demand, okay? So it's not just same day delivery, it's not just scheduled delivery, it's on demand. If you want to get hair products, you know, cosmetic products, you want to get them now, you go on our app, click, it'll be at your house in an hour.
Sure.
Right? This is something that has not been introduced into the market yet. Even major retailers still don't have services like this, right? I feel like delivery, not just last mile, but delivery in South Africa is still in its infancy, right? The last mile is literally the most expensive part of the whole logistics cycle, okay? So we do both inbound and outbound logistics.
Okay.
But our main focus is last mile delivery, getting the products from the business out to the customer.
Wow. I think we can just close the show. That's it. We're done, yeah? No, I'm kidding. But that's really amazing, man. Yeah. That's really amazing. Really, really awesome stuff. And tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind Mapha and why did you start it?
So the company was started officially in 2020. Actually at the outbreak of COVID, but before the lockdown period. So in 2019, we played around with the idea of last mile delivery, getting things delivered on demand, and then COVID hit, and the need just boosted the business. It was like,
yes, sir.
The timing is perfect. What are the chances that no one can leave the house?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we have like a background of riding motorbikes at home, right? So we have literally a bunch of bikes at home, and when COVID hit, we were like, okay, let's get permits and just start getting things to people's houses, because no one could get out the house. People were home, they were scared, they were getting sick. The pandemic was literally the scariest time.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
So when Mapha started out, it was literally grocery shopping. We go to the store, we'll shop for you, literally replace you. And we don't go to just one store, we go to as many as you like. Right? So we used WhatsApp. The person comes on, hey Mapha, I need groceries from Woolies, or I need groceries from Checkers, I need this from Clicks, I need whatever.
Yes.
And we go, we'd shop, within 2 hours you have everything. Okay. The value prop at the time was, you can get anything you want, whenever you want, and you'll have it within 2 hours. Okay. You pay via your card. Okay, it's an internet payment.
Okay.
So you don't have to leave your couch. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
During COVID, this was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was.
This is beyond
It was
essential
it.
service.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
this is super essential. This is something everybody needed, and the market responded so well. Like, oh, the service is amazing, and we saw huge growth at the time. And that's when we started gaining traction from the business community as well, investors, and I think our network as well started opening up to us. We, in 2021, we joined an incubator at Alpha Code. They were backed by RMI, which is Rand Merchant Investments.
Okay.
And yeah, we ran with them for about a year. We're still in collaboration with them now, we're partners. And yeah, they helped us accelerate our business really, get us off the ground. And then we saw another need actually, which was something that would outlast COVID. Okay, so there was this big thing around businesses that were built during the pandemic. Will they be able to last after the pandemic?
Yes.
And what we noticed was it's all good and great to get things delivered to your place, but the people who you're buying from, they don't have the capability to do what you're doing. So why not then give the service to them as an offering,
Crazy.
an extension of their business?
Crazy.
So then businesses can now service their immediate radius.
Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
So then the idea for building a platform where businesses can list their products and get everything delivered came to the fore. And Mapha handles everything. I mean, we build the tech ourselves. We get the bikes, you know, we get the drivers. And when we started out, actually, we're doing motorbike rentals. All these drivers that come take their bikes, bring it home after like a long day of work. And so we're like, okay, so we understand how this thing works, right? So it's not something that it took long for us to understand, and we did deliveries ourselves. I mean, at the beginning, during COVID, literally they put on a Mapha vest,
there you have it.
cap, and
There you have it.
fly around.
There you have it.
You drop everything
you
off.
have it. No, that's
so
it.
you get the hands-on
Pioneers.
experience. You know?
Yes.
So when we got that whole idea of getting businesses to then deliver directly to customers, businesses were like, you know, this is something we've needed for so long. No one really addresses that need. And I mean, it's quite shocking that even if you live in a suburban area, you can't really get anything you want delivered on demand. You can get some things, and you can get food. If you want food, 60 minutes you'll have food. You want groceries, you'll probably get it delivered within an hour. But what happens when you want other things, you know, electronics? What happens when you want more than one thing?
Yes.
So you can only order one thing at a time because of all these super like platforms. There's many different. But Mapha says, you know what, let's consolidate all of that, right? Let's take everything and put it on one platform. If you want things, we'll get everything for you at once, and you'll get it within a few hours. Okay, depending on what you need. If it's a TV, we'll get you a TV, that's fine. Okay? Send us your information, we'll get you a TV. If you want PlayStation, we'll get you a PlayStation. If you want hair products and a PlayStation, that's fine.
Yeah, why not?
If you want nuggets, wings, you know.
And the PlayStation.
There's nothing more frustrating than like going on an app, right? And you want to get wings and pizza. You can't get wings and pizza unless they're from the same restaurant, right? You have to get wings and then wait and then get pizza, or you have to go to the store yourself. So Mapha's like, no, why can't you just do everything at once?
Yes.
Okay, because it's the same resources, it's the same platform, it's the same driver. The convenience is what customers want. That's what they're paying for.
Yeah.
So you as a business, you need to innovate and find a way to make it work. If customers are happy, then you have a business.
Yeah, that's a mouthful right there. And that's really, really insane. And what has been maybe some of the testimonials or feedback from the other businesses that you have partnered with? Like, what have they been saying? How has it actually scaled their businesses and resulted in their businesses maybe becoming successful?
Well, you can imagine if you are a small business in an area like Tshidiso, right? So Mapha's live in Tshidiso. Excuse me. And we imagine you're in the situation where you're selling hair products. Okay, you have hair, you have hairspray, you have hair moisturizer, shampoo, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, you can only service the people in your immediate locality, right? Your neighbors, people who you can walk to, people who can walk to you. Okay, if you're a restaurant, right? small time restaurant, you sell kotas, you sell chicken, you sell whatever. You can only service the people who come to the store. Okay? What happens if someone in another section wants that quota from that store? You ever been in a case,
Hey,
and you
talk
have to,
about
like,
it,
walk
brother.
for an
Talk about
hour
it. Yes.
because you want the quota from Violets instead of
Listen, for those who are watching, to get a quota, you know that place. There's that one
the
place.
best quota.
Listen.
Now you want to walk, man.
Yeah.
You have to walk in the heat or take a taxi, We're like, no, we'll bring it to you, And what that does is it allows businesses to then have access to thousands, and I mean thousands of other customers within 15 kilometers of where they stay. Okay, so obviously there'll be a few limitations if the food doesn't travel well. Our top boxes are electric, so they're temperature controlled. Okay, we go fully green at Mapha. We employ electric vehicles, e-bikes as well.
Okay.
On the bicycles that charge as you ride them.
Awesome.
Right, so when we started out, we were using actual bicycles and people were riding. But riders get tired, and these are some things businesses don't really think about when you start. But a rider will be like, 5 kilometers doesn't sound like a lot, but if it's 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers back, it's quite a lot. So then we thought, okay, let's get electric bikes. It helps with time first and foremost, and with energy.
Yeah.
So then riders are happy. If riders are happy, they can service a bigger area.
Okay.
And then businesses then can service more customers.
How many people do you actually employ right now? So you started in 2020, and how many people are maybe a part of the team, and just doing what Mapha does best?
So the core team is about four founders.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year, we employed 4 female interns.
Awesome.
Okay. They were with us for quite a few months. Their tenure came to an end. But what Mapha does is we employ a model that allows contractors to sign up on the platform.
Got you.
So they don't come on as full-time employees.
Got you.
That allows us for them to work on their own time, their own schedule. They get to be in full control of their earnings.
Okay.
Right? They love this. Okay. I mean, if I'm in charge of when I work, how much I earn.
Yeah.
It's flexible.
Many benefits, yes.
Right?
Yes.
In our database, currently we have well over 250 drivers.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
And this is in the whole country.
Wow.
I was live in Joburg. That's Tembisa. That's Alex. That's
Pretoria.
Joburg North. Actually, PCA were coming.
Okay.
We're gonna start in Jan next year, guys. I promise.
Pull through. To all the PTA people, get ready. Get ready.
We went to Cape Town in October.
Okay.
We expanded 2 months ago to Cape Town. I was down there setting up shop, and in the first 2 weeks we completed like 450 deliveries.
Wow.
The response was insane. I was like, guys, no way.
That's insane.
This is like, we just got here, So it shows you that there's a need. There's an inherent need, and the public doesn't know how to express this need because nobody is listening. You have to go into the communities. You have to speak to the businesses. You ask the business owners, guys, what are your challenges? I can assume from my comfy office, but I won't know until I'm here next year.
Yes.
And that's the importance of being on the ground. That's where the groundwork helped us out at the beginning. We got to see the nitty-gritties of actually being there, doing the work. So now we actually go to Tembisa, we chat to them, what do you guys need? Whatever you need, we can help you out. What are some challenges? You can't accept payments, okay? Here's a platform, it accepts payments for you, right? What's your payment cycle? Do you need help with employing people to deliver for you? So we help set up kind of like a full business suite for these businesses, and we don't take them away from what they do. If you're a sole trader and you're selling quarters alone, you cook, you pack, and you give. You can't leave your store to restock. If you need potatoes because you're out of chips,
We got you.
what are you going to do? You're going to close the shop and leave? You can't do that. You have customers. Say, hey, Mapha, I need potatoes. You don't even have to text. You just go on the platform, click. Thing is, in a few minutes, it's here. And if I'm bringing you potatoes, I can then take your quota out as well. So it's both inbound and logistics.
Got you. Oh, man. That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's
so we really want businesses to not just grow, but we provide that type of value where a business owner feels feels taken care of.
Mm.
You know, and that's how you create community. So the whole idea behind the word Mapha is to create a sharing economy.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
one in which we allow people in an area to trade and share with each other.
Love that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can focus on your specialization, whatever it is you're good at. Keep doing that. We'll just help you share with other people.
Yes.
And that's how we keep.
No, I love that. And everybody gets a satisfaction of the craving of becoming successful in their particular business or industry or avenue. You know, that's what it is.
Open up new channels, and it's all tech enabled.
Yeah.
You know, so it gets to scale really quickly.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. And Tshidiso, I think also with the reality of business, you know, there's some challenges that do, you know, come up, and I'm sure you faced many challenges, you know, just growing Mapha to be where it is today, you know. So speak to us a little bit about what are, you know, one of the biggest things that you guys have had to face and try, you know, solve and just overcome.
Well, COVID introduced different types of challenges, I think, starting in a pandemic, right? The market is unfavorable. Let's just start with that. You know, there's so much negativity in the air around starting a business to begin with. Why? You've been saying to start a business during a pandemic. Why would you do that? The chances of survival are like zero. You know, you probably start this thing and you will grow, but when it's done, you're going to die. So that was the first thing we had to think about. Is it the right time to start? Okay, and this was before lockdown, right? Fortunately enough, it was the right time to start. Okay, so that's number one, mental barriers. Okay, number two, logistics challenges. There is no logistics network in the township. It's not there. There's no culture of riding motorbikes in the township. It's not there. You know, there is no culture of delivery in the township. If you want something, you walk, or you take a taxi.
Correct.
No one's bringing it to you. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know? And these things seem menial until you understand how difficult it is to change behavior. Because when you get to the townships and you speak to them, they don't believe that it's for them. Right? If it's not made by us, it's not for us. Okay? You bring products from outside into here. Why? You know? So now what you have to do is build the entire infrastructure from zero.
Sure.
Get the motorbikes, get the bicycles. If you're going to get motorbikes, you have to train people how to ride bikes, get them licensed. Okay, it's a lot of work. If you get bicycles, it's better, you know, you don't need a license for a bicycle. Just get people who can ride bicycles, make sure the bicycles are safe, they're moving on roads that are not even paved. Okay, your bicycles move off-road. It's electric. What happens when a stone gets in the battery and then breaks?
Oh, jeez.
So there's obviously quite a few logistics challenges in an area that's never had this type of service.
Yes.
But these are things that you deal with daily as they come.
Sure.
You never want to overthink a business opportunity because you'll never start. You know? I always say, whoever comes into entrepreneurship, the worst thing you can do is try to have all the answers at the beginning.
Oh, man.
You'll never start.
Yeah.
It's not possible to know everything.
Yeah.
You think you'll know what's going to happen in a year. You don't. You don't know what's going to happen in 6 months. Let alone a year. You don't even know what's going to happen. The next 5 years are a blur. You just need to focus on the immediate challenges. What can you do now to help you get to the next milestone?
Yeah.
So planning is essential. And I think that's where a great team comes in. You know, we have a rockstar team, finance guys, engineers.
Sure.
We have literally a full team of people who are super executors, you know, experienced personnel who's done startups before, worked in business, worked in corporate, they have both sides of the spectrum, you know. We grew up in the townships, you know, it's not like foreign territory to us, our families are there, we go there often.
Yes.
So we feel at home, you know, we're not rejected by the communities love that you're employing people from the communities, okay? There's an issue of xenophobia, right, that no one wants to talk about when you get to the township. It's a big problem that a foreign driver can't work in the township because when he is, he's ostracized. He's believed to be taking someone else's position. You know. So what do? Then you employ people from that township. You know, you're not going to fight your own child.
Yeah.
No one's going to be attacking the child.
Yes.
Give the child a bike. You employ them. You know, you empower them by doing that.
Yes.
Okay, bringing income into the township and you're keeping it there. You don't bring income in and take it out. That's a problem. That's what they've been fighting about. You know, So you have to understand their challenges, understand their needs,
Yes.
and build a product that essentially addresses those needs.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it's basically you can't necessarily expect people to come into your world if you first don't step into their world.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yes. So you must help them first
Yes.
before they help you.
Yes. Talk to us and take us through, what have been maybe your guys' biggest accomplishments. I know that recently, actually, you guys were named as one of the top startups by Google. And shout out to you guys, for that. A huge congratulations to Loyiso, to Lesejo, and also to Noble for that huge accomplishment that you guys achieved. So take us through, just the biggest, accomplishments, also including maybe that from Google as well.
Sure. So our journey has just been one of awards. And it's not like you chase these awards, they chase you. I mean, if you're doing the work, you'll get recognized for it, The first most notable award, I think, or I can remember actually, is when the SAB Foundation gave us an award for innovation, obviously. They understood what we're doing, and they said, okay, fine, we're willing to back you guys. Okay, this was 2021. Okay, and then with Google most recently, they had literally the whole continent apply to this program of theirs where they select a few startups that they take through. They give you some funding, they give you some access to their tech mentorship, and they help you scale. Okay? In SA, there's only about 5 of these startups that they picked, right? Out of the applications they received, that is...
It's one of a kind.
0.0 something percent.
That's one of a kind.
So it's quite humbling. It's exciting to know that what you're doing matters. If a brand like Google recognizes you for what you're doing, that means you're doing something that matters.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And Mapha is not a South African focused company. We're South African based, yes, but we're globally focused. We want to expand everywhere. We're going to start with Africa, obviously. So we have our sights set on Botswana for 2023, Botswana and then Namibia. All right. So we're going to finish sub-Saharan Africa and then move, because I believe other African nations have the exact same challenges that we have in SA, right? Infrastructure problems, right? So there is no infrastructure. So setting up all these tech businesses and getting things moving, it's new to us.
Yes.
Right? I mean, in the West, in Europe, you'll find these things have been there for years, They're consolidating the market now. The bigger players are buying the smaller guys. Here, we're all starting up, and it's exciting when you have global brands helping you to do that, right? So they have experience with helping startups scale, and we're going to be with them for quite a while, and hopefully,
incredible.
The next time we chat, we'll be in another country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, awesome. No, we love to see it, man. If today you were to get, like Google, like a huge investor, on board, what would be maybe the focus points of how you'd want to expand Mapha? What would be, like, maybe practically, what is it, maybe the tech side of things? Would it be, I don't know, like, would it be the logistics side of things?
So currently,
or just everything, yeah.
Mapha's about to release their product to market, so it's a merchant and customer-facing platform. Okay, so businesses will be able to sign up their products onto our platform, and then customers will also be able to order directly from that platform.
Okay.
And get it delivered to their place.
Yeah.
So this app is coming.
Nice.
I'm not at liberty to release the date.
No,
yet.
of course,
I'll get
of
into
course,
big trouble with
of
the
course.
founders.
No. Don't
but
worry
it's
about that.
coming, and once the tech is up, I think it's all about tweaking it, because when you're testing in the market, there's going to be things people don't like, things want to change. We take suggestions every day. We get feedback from our customers. Please change this, add this store, take this out. We have this feature on our website where we nominate your area. If you want us to come to Mapha, if you want Mapha to come to your area, tell us. Right? Weekly we get about 50, even 100 submissions. People on the website, hey, Soweto, hey, Pretoria, hey, Mabupane,
Yeah. Get you, yeah.
And now what that does for us is when we're expanding, we have the data. We know where we want it. You know, you're not just throwing and seeing what happens.
Yes.
You're targeted. You know, you're expanding to this area because the need is there, the business is there, need a service like this, is the infrastructure in place. If there is no infrastructure, the investor might help you then get some asset financing to get these bikes on the road. You know, get people employed. Get them merged up. You know, so we can start delivering.
What does it take in order to be an entrepreneur? You know, what do you feel like is one of the most important things that you should have, or, you know, characteristics or skills that you should have and execute as an entrepreneur and just to be successful?
Like I said at the beginning, I think you need to stay curious, okay? That's the only way you'll figure out issues in society, right? It's very easy to just take things and believe that other people should fix them. You know, you see an issue in society, you want to help out, you know. You have to have an inherent desire to, I don't want to say fix things, but build things, okay? Build things from the ground up. And don't ever focus on the part where it doesn't work. There's no way you can get to something that works without it failing a few times.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
People tend to focus a lot on how things can go wrong when they're building. Things are going to go wrong. It's life, right? But your ability to stand up when things go wrong, you know, you fall down, you get up, you fall down, you get up, you fall down, you get up. Before you know it, you're at the top, right? It's consistent progress. It's continuous effort, daily. It's not the big steps. It's not jumping from 0 to 100. It's one. Before you know it, you're there.
Yes.
Right. So you have to have that patience, that internal drive. Okay. I want to say self-motivation, but motivation only gets you so far. Right. You're gonna have to be disciplined. Otherwise, you're gonna give up. You know, it's very easy to give up because you feel like everything's against you. It's going to feel like that.
Yes.
You know, it's the truth. There's a lot of entrepreneurs who struggle a lot, man. Every day, they're trying to get things off the ground. The person's been building this app for 7 years. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, I want to give up.
Yeah.
7 years of work, I want to give up. You can't do that. You know? Maybe you just need to refocus, change your strategy. And you need to ask for help. You need to be able to do that. Okay. Some people are scared to ask for help, which is normal. And in our society, get ostracized for not knowing everything. But you don't need to know everything. What you need to do is stay curious.
Yes.
Keep learning.
Yes.
Okay, every day you learn something new. Learn. Ask your customers. If you don't know something, ask. The best thing you can do is ask.
Yeah.
You know, if you ask for permission,
yeah.
The worst thing that someone can say is no.
That's the worst thing.
That's it.
That's
they
it.
said no. Okay, now someone else.
Cool.
But another way, you know,
yeah.
you won't die.
No, there's nothing to lose.
You have literally nothing to lose. Right? You have your whole life ahead of you. Right? Plan efficiently. But you have to have fun with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's serious stuff that we do, but you have to find enjoyment in your work. Otherwise, it's not going to be something you do over the long run. You will get tired. You will feel burnt. You know, I know there's a big thing around mental health now. Mental health of entrepreneurs. I find that entrepreneurs don't take care of themselves because we aren't working 9 to 5s. There is no stop time for work. You work until it's finished.
Yes.
Right? And again, you must take breaks. You know, take care of yourself. Build a support base. Okay. Your founding team might be there to support you, but your family as well. You know, your family, your friends. It's important to have people who support you in your mission. I think if you focus on those skills, those characteristics, then everything else you can build.
Everything else will fall into place.
Soft skills, you'll learn that, bro. Like these things I didn't know when I started.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to code, it's fine. You don't have to. You learn. You know, if you don't know how to design, you learn. You know, you don't know how to implement, that's fine. You learn. So don't worry about what you can't do. Focus more on what you can. Love
that. And just to wrap things up, you know, what is the vision of Mapha? I know we're talking about milestones and stuff, but what is the vision? What do you guys want to be known for? Like, what kind of legacy, you know, in 10, 20, 30, whatever, you know, 40 years, you want to look back and say, we've done it, guys. This is what we want to be remembered for. What is that for, Mapha?
So we'd like to build the biggest delivery brand in Africa. Okay, Africa is massive. It's huge.
Yes.
I feel like it's not spoken about enough, you know. There's companies that are built in the States. They grow to be huge companies, but they're only in about 5, 6, 7 states. Africa is massive. You know, we have plenty of people that we can service here. We really want to establish a base in a market that's emerging. Right? The growth in Africa, the potential here is enormous. It's not spoken about enough, and we want to be that mouthpiece to say, hey guys, look, you know, this huge rock down here is doing amazing things. You know, we obviously have our sights set on going intercontinental. You know, might go to South America, might go to Asia, Europe, whatever. But our focus right now is becoming an established delivery brand in Africa. Not just established, but the biggest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I feel like we're well on track to become that.
Yeah, man. That's really, really exciting stuff, man. I just feel like I can take everything right now and after this and say, what do you want me to do? And just join you guys, you know? And just, you know, it's really, really exciting, man. And
I can tell you, well, with what you guys do, especially in media, the platforms you guys give us to express our ideas, and it gives us something that we really don't have the specialty to do. Right? It might be taken for granted. You know, people see it as you're sitting on the other side of the camera and you're having a conversation. Yes, but the reach is so important.
Yeah.
You guys give us access to people who've never heard of services like this. You know, from this interview, someone might discover Mapha and decide, hey, let me try it out for my business, and then their business grows.
Yes.
From that, they can employ more people. You know.
Yes.
So the platforms that you guys create, it's so important. I don't think you understand, and I think you guys should keep doing interviews like this. Get the word out there, get businesses collaborating. It's the best you could do.
We move and we conquer, and the best is yet to come. I really believe that. So, yeah, man, just let us know, how can people, reach you and get connected to you guys?
Sure. So we're live on all socials: Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Mapha_logistics on all socials. Okay, so that's the full name. If you type in Mapha, you'll probably find us. So Mapha. Okay, you'll find us there. Give a follow, give a like. If you want to subscribe to our newsletter, go onto our website, mapha.co, not .com, .co.
Mapha.co.
Mapha.co.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah, so mapha.co. Find our website there. That's where you get most of the information around what we do.
Okay. No, awesome. And I'll make sure that you guys can, have access to all those platforms. And I'll leave all the links down below, in the description. People will have access to that. And hopefully people will engage, they'll engage, get connected to you guys. And ultimately, we're going to just grow together.